on upgrading it again?
Well, this 7.4 is still a preliminary magnitude. We still have not a chance to look at all of the records available to us, okay? Okay, thank you.
Well, there you have it, folks. 7.4 are on the Richter scale and centered in the San Pablo area. They are still working on getting a precise location. The scientists here are all going back to work, and they will let us know if they have new information, and we will let you know what happens when that happens. Reporting from the USGS Earthquake Lab in Menlo Park, I'm Andrea Hillary. Back to you, Myra and Laura, in the studio.
Hey, Andrea, thank you for that report. Wow, 7.4. That certainly is stronger than we first thought.
San Francisco International Airport is the only airport in the Bay Area that is open.
The American Red Cross has set up emergency shelters for people who have lost their homes. The shelters are at the following locations: for the city of Richmond, Kennedy High, Coronado, and Dover. For this area, Pinole Middle, Ohlone, Hercules, and Hannah Ranch School.
The city of Hercules is asking for all off-duty staff to report to their job sites. The city is asking for your help in the community. Also, they're asking for volunteers.
Excuse me, Lauren, but this is the first time that we are hearing something like this. But the Red Cross is reporting 63 people dead from this afternoon's earthquake. And this is very unfortunate, but that is what they are reporting. We have the Fire Chief, CHRISTINA, NAVAS, on our lifeline right now. Can you hear us?
Chief NAVAS here.
We are hearing about numerous fires all over the San Pablo area. Can you tell us why are?
I can't. Can you please speak up?
Yes, do you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you much better now. There's a lot of noise going on here at the Emergency Operations Center.
All right, we seem to be getting many reports of fires that appear to be all over the East Bay, especially in the San Pablo and El Sobrante areas. Are these the result of broken gas lines?
Yes, that's correct. The ground shook really hard. This made a lot of underground gas pipelines break. The shaking also broke many water pipelines as well. This caused a serious problem in those cities because we have to try and put out the fires, which is not easy.
Chief, what areas have been mostly affected by the fires?
It seems to be in an area just north of Richmond. That could be in San Pablo, El Sobrante, and parts of Pinole. Our fire crews are working on all of the fires, and they're doing their best to put them out. But the most serious fires appear to be in the West County area. We do have plenty of resources there.
Thank you, Chief NAVAS. We understand that Kim LEIS, who is with the Red Cross, is on the phone with us. Apparently, we gave out some wrong information.
Yes, that is correct. We heard that your station reported that the Red Cross is reporting 56 deaths. I want to make it very clear that we are not responsible for keeping these kinds of records. We do not keep track of how many people are killed in disasters. We simply provide safe, comfortable places with food and water for the homeless after a disaster. So the number that you have is incorrect as far as we are concerned.
Okay, thank you for your call. We're sorry about the misinformation that we gave out, but everyone must understand that we have a critical situation here and we might give out news that could be wrong. But we are trying our best to give out the most accurate information. Okay, we have Channel 4 reporter Ashley CARLO, who is standing by live at some hospital. What hospital are you at?
We're at the KAISER in VALLEJO, where there are about a dozen victims coming into this emergency room. We've seen many different kinds of injuries. We've seen people who have broken legs or arms. We've seen head injuries, and we've seen lots of cuts and bruises. This hospital is on a yellow alert. This means that the hospital is ready to receive any serious injuries from this quake. They have called all of their off-duty nurses and doctors to come in for just in case. We're going to talk to the ER nurse to see what's happening here. I know that you're busy, but can you tell us what the hospital's going through right now and what kinds of injuries you're seeing?
Well, this hospital is currently on a yellow alert, and this means that the hospital has called most of its medical volunteer workers. We have enough room here, but just in case we suddenly get a lot of patients, we will open other available rooms. We are in contact with the John Muir Trauma Center in Walnut Creek. They are receiving many injured people. They are receiving many injured people. I've seen all kinds of injuries today. Many broken bones, cuts, bruises, and 2 heart attack victims. Our most serious injury came from Oakland. It was a man who fell from a 6-story building, and he was reported to be in critical but stable condition.
Where are most of your victims coming from?
It seems to be from San Pablo. It seems to be from the San Pablo Richmond areas.
Have you received any fatalities?
No, we haven't, although some in the East Bay have received them.
Okay, nurse, we know that you're busy. Thank you for talking with us. I spoke to another nurse earlier before we went on the air, and she told me that this is even worse than the Loma Prieta.
Oh my goodness.
Where is this at?
We are right over the Interstate 80 and Highway 4 interchange, and it's just a complete mess. It looks like it has just fallen apart. There are cars all over the place. It has collapsed onto the roadway below. There are cars that have overturned, and it does not look like a pretty sight. Traffic has no place to go. It's blocked in both directions. It just looks like the whole thing has fallen apart.
Let me ask you this. About how many cars are you seeing right now?
On the top of the structure, maybe about 10 cars or so. On the bottom, it's impossible to tell because it looks like the upper roadway has collapsed onto the lower roadway. There are cars that have fallen off, and there are cars that have overturned. And I don't even want to think about what has happened to the cars on the lower roadway underneath.
My goodness. Thank you. President Clinton will be speaking about this earthquake disaster, and he might even declare our state of California under a state of emergency. And we will go live to the White House when that happens. My director is telling me that we are ready to go to the White House right now.
First, let me, if I might, comment on the earthquake very early this morning. I have spoken with Governor Wilson and with Mayor Reardon by phone. I've assured them that we intend to do everything we possibly can to deal with the earthquake and its aftermath. I've also spoken with James Lee Witt, the director of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. He is probably, as we meet here, on his way to California. Secretary Cisneros, I know, is going out later today. We may have other representatives of the government there. We have done everything we can, both to provide the resources and the backup we need. I believe that later today it will be possible for us to issue the appropriate federal declaration for California. We're going to go out there anyway and